5 Facts about Abacus. Abacus is one of the most primitive calculating devices known. Long before the invention of the electronic calculator or the computer, people counted and did calculations with a device called an abacus. On this instrument, calculations are made with beads, or counters, instead of numerals. The beads are arranged on wires stretched across a frame. Each wire represents the ones, tens, hundreds, and so on. It is still being used in some countries for calculations. Abacus can be used to perform additions, subtractions, multiplication, divisions for both positive and negative numbers. It can also perform advanced functions like calculating up to decimal places. In modern times, Abacus has been proved to be a brain development tool that also aids in enhanced mental arithmetic abilities in small kids. Sometimes blind people will use an abacus, because they can feel the numbers easily. China is considered to be the place origin of abacus, as the original written documentation is dated in the 2nd century BC. Although credit is given to the ancient Chinese for the version of abacus that they use, there is evidence that something like the abacus was used in the ancient Sumerian culture in Mesopotamia, where they used pebbles or rocks for their calculations. Some scholars give credit for the invention of the abacus to the ancient Romans in 100 CE. Abacuses can do addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, and people can use them to find the square root of whole numbers. Expert abacus users can sometimes do math quicker than basic calculators. Abacus is a Latin word that means flat surface. This device consists of a wooden frame, rods and beads. Each rod represents a different place value and each bead represents a number. These beads can be moved along the rods. Calculations are performed by moving these beads. The modern abacus that we use today can be instantly made to read 0 by a horizontal pull along the center. The Chinese version of abacus is known as swanpan, meaning calculating pan. Cranmer abacus was invented by Tim Cranmer. It is used by blind people to perform calculation easily and quick. The Russian abacus is known as the Scotty. It is different from other abacuses as it is not divided into decks. There is a Japanese version of the abacus called the sarabin. There is a common Chinese abacus. This abacus is split into two kinds of basic rows. The top is for the fives, and the bottom is for the ones. There are 1 or 2 beads in the top rows, and 4 or 5 beads in the bottom ones. For example, 8 is 1 bead on top and 3 below, because 5 plus 3 equals 8. Every column represents a different digit. Initial abacuses were known as the calculating boards, a bit different from the modern abacuses. Most people get confused between counting board and abacus, but the two devices are very different. The computers that we use today make use of binary abacus for the purpose of manipulating numbers. ASCII code is used to read sign, symbols and numbers etc. to be read in binary language by the computers. Thank you for watching.